Alrighty guys, hello and welcome back to the show. So today we have a bar cast on the cards for you guys today. It is going down on DSDR 4.0. Very excited for this game. This game is going to be absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and introduce our players. We're going to call this team 1 on the left-hand side of the screen, this team 1 on the right-hand side of the screen, if I can remember which is which. And we'll start off with CJOP, who is playing as the core, going first bots, it would look like. And then up on the ridge, we got two players. We've got Lexon, who is playing also as the core, going first bots. That's pretty standard. We have Bake Mono playing Armada. He's going first air, actually, so a little bit of unusual play there. We got Evil Flame. He is also going first bots. He's going to be playing Armada. Moving to the southern side of the map, four players down here. We've got Flaka playing Armada, opening with bots. Fireball playing as Cortex, opening with vehicles. And we've got Bugs Bunny. He is playing Cortex, opening with first bots. And then we've got Flash, who is as of yet undecided, but he is playing Armada. And nope, he actually is opening first bots. Missed that bot lab. Let's move over to the other side of the screen. We'll introduce Team 2 real quick. We've got Bing Bing Bang. We've seen him before. He is playing Armada, opening first spots. In the back of the map, we have Shakal. I couldn't read it behind that. There we go. He's playing as Cortex, opening first bots. Next, we have Sabutai. He's playing as Arm, going first bots, or Armada, sorry. And then we have Madka, who's playing as Armada, going first bots. And we've got Glass in the front, who's going Armada, opening first spots. Crab Scratch going first spots as the Cortex Dudeliness. If I've never heard of a more manly name than that, is opening first spots, going Arm. And last but not least, we have Everick, who is opening first vehicles, actually. So seems to be the meta on this map is if you're in the kind of more middle position where Fireball and Everick are going, you are opening first vehicles. Either that or this is just pure coincidence. As we see Bake Mono making a move towards the forward part of this little ridge line, dropping down a light anti-air tower. Nettle, okay, so they changed the name of that. I think that used to be the Defender. We have initial skirmishes going down between some land scouts as well as a Peewee, or a Pawn, sorry, from Glass. Glass and Bugs Bunny looking to face off here. Glass dropping down some static defenses. The bottom side, we got Flash moving as of yet unopposed. Crab Scratch not mirroring his movements and moving to the middle. Is going to lose one of his more lab level units, though, pretty quickly to Flash's commander. Unfortunately, Crab already died. Up at the top, we got Bake Mono now walling this ridge off with a bunch of Dragon's Teeth. And we got Sabutai moving up towards the forward ridge line, dropping down a radar there, grabbing some mexes, getting some bots out as well. And Bing Bing Bang on his way to assist. So while we're doing some of the kind of initial harass, and we've gotten the players introduced, I am thinking about going back and doing a little bit more streaming. Been thinking about this for a while, actually, but I wanted to see kind of what you guys wanted out of that. To be honest with you, there have been a couple of people that have asked if I was going to do any streaming or any content on anything that was not an RTS game. As looks like, was that a comm that died there? That might have been a comm that died there. Well, Madka already losing his commander. Anywho, going back to streaming, I've had a couple people ask me if I'm going to do anything other than streaming RTS stuff or doing content on RTS stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you guys about. If you guys wanted to see some of that stuff, if you guys don't, sound off in the comments below. I've also been thinking about making my streams a lot less about like the game and the gameplay and things like that, and more about just kind of random stuff that we want to talk about, whether it be cars, whether it be tech, whether it be, I don't know, anything that you guys want to talk about. So I figured, just because I'm not an amazing player at any of these games, and if you guys want to see amazing play,
Commander has died.
if you guys want to see amazing play, then there are other streamers that you guys can watch out there, as Everick is getting surrounded by some bots. Does have an LLT though to support. But either way, as things are starting to kick off here, as Glass is now pushed off of his forward position, we'll go ahead and stop pontificating about that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys want to see more live streams, and if so, if you guys want them to be mostly gameplay focused, if you want them to be RTS focused, etc. I am not sure where all these comms are dying. There's not really any combat going on down here. Looks like people are just dying here. That's where Madka died earlier as well, on the other side of the map. So not quite sure what's going on there. Whether these guys are just accidentally deleting or whether that's part of the game mode, I'm not sure. But Glass taking some rocket fire there as he's trying to get an LLT down, getting a radar installation. Does have some Rocketeers of his own making their way towards the front line. A little host of supporting bots there. There are Lasher missile trucks though, so the vehicle equivalent to the Rocketeers out for Bugs Bunny, or no, Fireball actually. Got a lot of players with similar colors on team number 1. Glass is going to have a hard time holding on to this position. He's going to lose some of his, I guess they're called Lazaruses now. I think they were Rectors earlier. Losing some of his Reclaim and Resurrection bots there. Also going to lose that radar that he tried so hard to get up, as Sabotai appearing to be abusing the cloak mechanic to try and slip in behind enemy lines here. He's going to run into a lot of light laser towers and drop one of his own kind of in this little crossroads here, as Glass is forced yet further back. Crab Scratch has moved his comm outside of his base now. It's got a little bit of a defensive perimeter set up here. Got some construction bots to help, but Flash in a pretty good position right now, I think. Nice overcharge on some of the light tanks for the Janus. Actually, not light tanks. Glass gonna lose another LLT, it would appear, right? Nope, he's gonna hang on to it. Comm repairing for all it's worth. Thank you, whoever. I can't remember who it was in the comments. Now it's not working for me. Alright, I'm not sure why it's not working right now. But either way, Bing Bang Bang now on the move. Putting a lot of pressure here on Bake Mono, as Bake Mono building the Great Wall of baking here in light laser tower terms. It's face off against Bing Bang Bang's commander. Bing Bang Bang content to just grab some reclaim. You know, it's been a rough day. Sometimes you need some reclaim in your life to make it a little bit better. On the flip side, though, we do have Glass as well as Bugs Bunny and Fireball continue to exchange blows. Glass now forced properly back into his base here. Might have a bad rally point, as well as Rocketeers straying into enemy range. We have a whole host of AKs with pawns. I can't tell the difference right now. I think those are AKs coming in from Shakal.
Commander has died.
As another enemy commander dies there. I believe that was Flash's commander going down to Everick. So doing a quick comm count, we have Glass, Everick, Crab Scratch, Shakal, Sabotai, and Bing Bang Bang. So I think team 2 only down 1 comm right now. Nope, 2 comms. Madka, or no, Madka I think is the only comm that's down right now. Team 2 hurting a little bit more in that front. I think we've only got Bake, we've got Flocka, and then we've got Bugs Bunny and Fireball. So they're down 4 comms. Team 2 in a little bit better of a comm position right now. More commanders on the field, but that might be, could change here pretty quickly, depending on if Fireball wants to go for Everick there. We do see those missile trucks lock in. Everick taking a good amount of damage there. Dropping down to about 2,000 HP. But he'll walk his little self away. Save himself from the evil missile trucks. From the fireball. I completely forgot about that song. It was like a college song for me. Whenever everybody would pull out Fireball, that disgusting cinnamon-flavored whiskey. Not a big whiskey guy, period, but the whole big red whiskey, I just, yeah, didn't get into it. There's a nice little run by there from Sabotai. Takes out a good portion of Bugs Bunny's base. Loses a couple of defenses, good amount of bots, as well as I think, yeah, both of his, or one of his core mexes. We still got one of those pawns on the move. Gonna run into a zipper though. At least I think that's what these are called. Nope, they're called sprinters now. So that's the first Tech 2 that we're seeing on the field. Is in the middle, we've got a huge light laser tower creep from both Bugs Bunny as well as Fireball. Stumpies will be able to, Stouts, sorry, not Stumpies. Be able to do a little bit of damage there, but what's really going to do it are the tons of pawns that are coming in from Madka in the background, or Shakal. I think that's actually Shakal. No, I'm wrong on all terms. That is Doodliness, the manly Doodly himself. So it would appear that South is going relatively well for team number 1. Everett once again taking heavy fire on his commander down to 1000 HP. Moves his Stouts into support. Not sure why I'm getting new units. Let's see if the draw mechanic works now. Nope, it does not seem to be working. Not sure why that is. It was working earlier. I digress. As Bing Bing Bang and Sabotai then pushed off of this position a little bit, and that is going to be Bugs Bunny, his commander, going out. A nice little raid there from Sabotai up top. That means we're down to Flakka, Fireball, and Bake Mono. Bake Mono? Bake Mono? I don't know, that seems like a weird thing that you'd want to bake. I've never had Mono, but have known a couple people that had it. They weren't super excited about the prospect of having no energy to do anything all the time. Also didn't help that the dude that I knew that got it, we were in winter training for swimming at the time. So my coach just thought he was tired from training and was just pushing him way too hard. What are you gonna do? As Bing Bing Bang loses a good number of units to T1 mixture of pawns, hammers, or nope, actually those are axe. Grunts, sorry. Grunts, and then aggravators, they're not storms anymore, and thugs, they're not thuds.
You've received new units.
Out for Bake Mono. For the most part, our corner players, so Shakal, as well as Flakka, been pretty quiet here. Looks like we might have a nice little bombing raid here from Sabotai. Let's see where they decide that they want to drop. A couple of fighters are dispatched to deal with it, but a little bit too little, too late. And there is a static AA tower now that should be able to deal with those bombers before they do a whole lot more damage. And mostly just harass. I don't think any units actually, or any buildings actually died. Nope, I take that back. Solar collectors died up here. But on the flip side, we have a much heavier bombing raid coming in from Lexon. Nope, actually that's Bake Mono. I don't know. There's 3 different shades of green. They all look the same, but beautiful bombing run there. Takes out a lot of Bing Bing Bang's power grid. And these guys are not done yet. Zeroing in on Shakal's base now. Shakal actually shifting his commander to help respond. But all these wind generators are going to go pop like a row of dominoes. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. All the mass converters go up in flames. Next we've got Madka's base going down. Bomber's still not done. I'm a huge fan of this click the middle button and just kind of move the camera around in theater mode. Camera smoothing in this game is sick. Everybody that's gone down in the comments telling me different things that I should be enabling and disabling in this game from a settings perspective, you guys are the real MVPs. Let's see if it works on this. Okay, it is. Yeah, just straight up not working anymore. I can draw. I can erase my own drawings. Okay, and I can erase some people's drawings. Maybe I can only erase spectator drawings. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I feel like I should zero in on this whole drawing thing. Just ignore the rest of the game. Figure out how to fix that. What do you guys think? Spend the next 30 minutes or so troubleshooting. Just let the game go on in the background. This game's too good for that.
You've received new units.
I'll do that on one of my games. One of the games that I upload where I'm playing terribly. So we do have Tech 2 on the field now, out from glass. We've got a couple of Fidos that are out in the field. Love to see it. As well as some radar bots as well. Important for Fidos. They got long range. Need to have that visibility of what they're shooting at. In danger of losing one of those bad boys now. Drops pretty low. But is able to save it. Meanwhile, on the southern side of the map, we are up to T2 as well, there for Crab Scratch. These are actually now called Hounds. They're not called Fidos anymore. I imagine there was some, like, huge... well, it probably wasn't a huge thing, but I imagine the dev team was trying to make sure that they weren't going to run into any copyright issues using the same... names as Total Annihilation, which totally makes sense. Remember Dota 2, whenever Dota 2 initially came out, they had names of all the heroes were the same as Dota 1, and then they had to change it. So Wind Runner became Wind Ranger, Skeleton King became Wraith King. That was terrible. I was very distressed. I am equally distressed right now, because I went through all the effort of learning all these units' names just to have the devs change them on me. How very rude. We have a series of stouts, though, from Everick plowing through point defense in the middle. These little construction bots are not going to be able to get away. That's an advanced construction bot there in the middle. It's an expensive, it's a costly loss, as is that Moho mine just went down. Are these still called Moho mines? Nope, they're just called advanced metal extractors. Never mind. You now have the coalition of Flash as well as Blacka making an appearance down here at the bottom.
An enemy commander has died.
And I'm not sure whose commander that was. I would imagine that was Flocka, because I don't see Flocka's comm in his base anymore. It means we're down to Bake Mono, and I think that's it as far as commanders. One comm left in the game. Answers down in the comments if there's a quick way that I can see. Oh, is this it? Oh, commander counter. I found it. Never mind. No answers in the comments. There are 2 comms up for my team. I'm assuming this is my team, I guess. So there are 2 comms left. Bake Mono is here. Okay, Flacco's comm is still alive. Not sure who died then, because Team 2 still has 7 comms. Might have been Fireball. Fireball probably turned into a fireball. But either way, it is nice about this game that I don't have to be quite as focused on commander kills because they don't matter as much. So we've got another bombing run coming in. This time going after Crab Scratch's energy grid. Shifting over to the manly doodly himself. Not going to do quite as much damage to the dude. We'll still get a couple of nice little bombs off. Take out part of his power grid, you know. Definitely seen worse. Skirmishes continue kind of in the middle. And up the top, we've got a nice little band of hounds or mortar bots out from Sabutai. He's just clearing a path through Lexon's recently expanded material here. Lexon with a couple of hounds of his own, as well as some storms. They're from, I believe that's from CJOP. Helping out, and that'll cause the hounds to go with, running away with the tail tucked between their legs. I don't know if they can actually climb that cliff. But it looks like they can go through this little gully here. Although my guess would be anything can go through that gully because there's a mechs down there. Crisis averted though for Team 1. As CJ claims they're ahead on eco. They are a little bit. They're not hugely ahead. Not hugely ahead on eco. Well, okay, actually as it spikes up, that's probably from reclaim though. Not hugely ahead on eco. In fact, if we go to statistics, we can actually look at metal produced. Yeah, they're pretty close. 221, 222 to 225, 226. Yeah, it's pretty close. Not hugely ahead on eco, but Team 1 definitely with a little bit of an advantage there, as Crab Scratch finds himself in a rough position and is going to go down there to a bunch of pawns. Labs can take down commanders in this game, guys. Commanders are like big, intimidating, fluffy dogs. Like my dog. Big and fluffy, but, well, big and intimidating, but not at all scary. 20 minutes into the game, kill, okay. Let's try that sentence again. 20 minutes into the game, 21 minutes into the game, standing 2 comms to 6, 2 comms for team number 1, 6 remaining for team number 2. Team 1 definitely seems to be getting a little bit better of the exchanges, but team 2 definitely holding on in the south, and even striking back a little bit in the north, as somebody needs to reclaim, or not reclaim, but recapture this plateau. There's some good mechs there. Also got a mechs here in this gully, but that one's relatively easy to take down. Yeah, pretty quiet point in the game right now. So, speaking of fluffy dog that is not intimidating at all, we recently got an appraisal done on our house. And I walk out to the backyard and notice that she had dug a ton of holes. I go back in, I go back there, I fill all of them in. It took like 4 hours and like 100 pounds of dirt. Actually more than that, because each bag was like 40 pounds. And we put her outside. She's outside for like 30 minutes, and I go out and all the holes have been like re-excavated. Just like, okay, all right. Just not gonna have a lawn in the backyard anymore. I give up. Quit. As Sabutai dropping up some Gauss cannons down here. We do have some EMP action as well happening down in the southern engagements. As Fido's chowing down on some bulls here. All the dogs decided to corral the bulls. Tell them, this is the wrong pasture, friend. You're supposed to be grazing over there. Nice little play there from Glass. We're starting to get some fusion reactors out. And Crab Scratch finds himself once again in trouble, because we've got a series of sniper bots as well as welders. I believe these used to be Zeus. The assault bots at T2 for the Armada. Sniper bot's doing great work though, as the factory goes down. It's a interesting animation there. But Crab Scratch is has pretty much lost his base here. This little EMP shot. It's going to allow these mobile tachyon weapons some breathing room. Be able to cover Crab Scratch's base here. And the Fidos come in to finish the job, as we do have another EMP detonation on Fido's. So now both armies are really just kind of looking at each other, wishing they could do something. Those Tachyon bots, those are cool. I'm digging the laser animation. Up north, though, we have another attempted attack there from Sabutai, this time with skirmish bots. Fast Raider bots, sorry. Gonna take out a lot of Lexon's army, was holding that position. Actually gonna shift down here as well. Be able to take out a couple of construction bots, but that twin guard goes up just in the nick of time to shut down that effort. Two more might be good. No. Maybe just keep sending them in one at a time. Eventually he'll run out of energy. As this looks like a little bit more of a serious push here. We've got some hounds. We've got some, what are these, welders? Yes, welders. Assault bots, as well as a couple of radar bots there for bing, bing, bang. Posturing here. Air tangles up above. Appear though that Team 1 has the superior firepower in the air. So these scouts are getting picked off before they can really get a good read on anything. What song is this? I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can actually... Nope, maybe not. I think it's been saying that the entire time. Let's try this again. Can I delete this? Nope. Again, some good skirmisher bot action there now from Sabutai. He's dancing around these Tiger heavy assault tanks. Also closing in on the sniper bots, but there are enough sniper bots to be able to drop these skirmish bots before they can do too terribly much damage. I think that's one shot, one kill on the skirmish bots, which is what you want to see whenever you're a sniper. Bing, bing, bang. Now looking to move in once again. Positioning his Fidos at range, and then thinks better of it. Backs off. Does bring in the sharpshooters, though, once again. I believe it is the sharpshooters that are doing the EMP functionality. I think. Might be wrong, though. Some more skirmish spots come in from Sabutai. And now it is go time. The attack order has been given. Run into a bunch of armored assault bots, the cans. Skirmish bots get mopped up pretty quickly. Targeting the advanced geothermal power plant. So that thing will go kablooey. That's important now, though. There's no units around it. Still eliminates a resourcing option, though, for team number 1 on that hill. There we go. Now it goes bluey. Sabutai advances. Or that's bing, bing, bang, actually. Once more onto the breach. Decides better of it, and then turns around again. Does get some of those Archangels, though, in range. They're still called Archangels? Yep, they are still called Archangels. Range of some of the air, so nice to take out some air, park some mobile AA down there. As we have Evil Flame now making a play up north. Good number of heavy tanks from him, those Tiger heavy assault tanks. I have received units, even though I am just watching. These Tigers, though, need to get in there, do some damage. They definitely got the firepower. These are just light assault bots, essentially. The heavy rocket bots stray a little too close, and the Arbiter has failed his mission for the Prophets. And up here, Sabutai and Bing Bing Bang have broken through. The castle is breached. Legolas was unable to kill the dude with the torch that was going towards the wall. Now we've got these welders that are getting in there. There is a can is in range. Doing some pretty good work on those welders. See how much damage they can get done before they go down. A couple of skirmish spots up here as gunships are scrambled as well. Appear to be from CJOP. It's going to be the end of that little offensive incursion. Both bot labs have gone down. That would be very unfortunate if Lexan doesn't have any other engineers, and I'm actually not seeing any. That's pretty bad. Obviously, no, he does have one. Or he has a construction turret still. As Sabutai strays his commander a little bit too far forward here. He's going to end up getting picked off to these gunships. We'll take quite a few gunships with him, though. Which seems to me not to be the best trade in the world, but, you know, it is what it is. So the heavy assault tanks are now moving out from Blaka. Because they've still kind of just stayed stabilized. People are continuing to fortify their defenses as we've got a couple of tachyon weapons on the front line, some mobile, some static. Several sniper bots covering the position as well. And up above, let's see, we've got another force that is marshalling here for Bing Bing Bang. It would be made up of some sniper bots, a couple welders, and some radar in there, some radar jamming. Nice little raiding party. Not seeing any AA though. It's a problem whenever it comes to these gunships. That army's going to get wiped out here pretty quickly. Let's go down to the south once again as the battle has kind of split up into two primary theaters. You have Shakal with several Sheldons, used to be called Mortys. Mortar bots on the cliff. They're going to end up getting too close though to those Tigers. Have to beat a hasty retreat there. But doing a good job keeping him at range as more come in to support. And at the bottom we have a push happening between Flash as well as Flaka. Flaka leading with his bulls. Grabbing the bull by the horns, if you know what I mean. Got bot support there from Flash as well. Crab Scratch, his base is in jeopardy at this point. As everything goes boom. From the bulls, the pawns. I think that is Crab Scratch effectively eliminated from the game there. I don't think he has anything left to hold on to. And Team 1 now looking like they're in a pretty commanding position. And looking at the eco graph here, we've got 1.2k versus 850, so also running away with it from the eco side of things. Team 1 looked like they had something going up top. So we've got a huge run by attempted attack with scouts. I believe those are from Blaka. Or those are actually from Evil Flame, I take that back. Probably not going to do anything except for go up in their own evil flames themselves. These units are called ticks. What else do you want me to say about a tick? It's got an evil flame, man. Yeah, ticks. Nobody likes ticks. Latch onto you, they suck your blood, they itch, give you disease. What's to like about them? As the Mortys have established themselves on this cliff, firing down on the various vehicles. There for Bugs Bunny, I believe. Nope, that's actually... nope, that is Bugs Bunny. Too many damn colors. Too many damn colors. So now seeing Vanguards, your all-terrain plasma cannons. Kind of like your upgraded Fidos, your upgraded Mortys. Got great long range with that plasma cannon. You can see they do great damage as well. That in concert with the Razorback running some interference up north, as one actually goes down to the sharpshooter bots. The second one responds with quick and swift justice. You're gonna have to get through the rather prickly static defenses there for Flash in the southern side of the map, though. So we have another engagement, another push. This time the Morty's caught napping. And those Tigers gonna be able to chow on right through them. That was quite a few mortar bots expended there for Shakal. As in the south, Madka now beginning to put the pressure on with these Vanguards and Razorbacks. We've got bombers, EMP bombers coming in over the top. I believe that's what they are. Can't remember the name of it. I want to say Stiletto. Hey, that's correct. Look at me learning my units. As the Vanguards, though, take down the Tachyon Cannon. We do have a Basilica, so I guess this used to be the Big Bertha in that base, so high priority to take that out for sure. These Vanguards don't look like they can be stopped. Concert with the Razors, the Razorbacks. The Razorbacks having some problems with EMPs right now. That and his buddy behind him shooting him in the side. What happened like in I'll save that story for another time. So we've got Tigers now pushing in on the mortar bots up north. Team 2 seems to now have this flipped and seems to be losing the north while gaining ground on the south. Well, we do have quite a few units that have gotten in behind this little group of Tigers. And these Archangels causing all sorts of problems now for the air units that are just set to patrol. Taking them out one at a time, piece by piece. To relatively good effect there. The fighters are now dispatched there from Sabutai. Fortunately, not enough fighters, though, and they end up getting absolutely eviscerated. We are starting to see some amphibious siege mechs, Shivas. Now from CJOP, being the equivalent of the Vanguards for the Cortex, I believe. That is just a withering amount of plasma fire going into Bing Bing Bang's forces. Cause him to have to retreat. And that means that Team 2 now getting pinned in on this ridge. You have a ton of mobile missile launchers, the heavy rocket bots, the Arbiters. They've been called by the Prophets in times of crisis by the Covenants that is Team 2. This is one thing I was trying to figure out while I was watching the replay. I don't know what this green stuff is. It didn't look like it did any damage. I also don't know what fires it, so I tried to figure that out. But answers in the comments below if you guys know what that is. Happen to know what that is. It looks like some sort of EMP thing, but doesn't seem to stop these guys from doing anything. Maybe I can trace it back to the source. So it appears to be firing from one of these units. Oh, it came from right here, right? Anti-radar jammer minefield scout spam weapon. Okay. So I think that's where it's coming from. So it appears to be just like an anti-everything Cybran kind of weapon. As up in the north, we've got Bing Bang Bang and Sabutai, as well as Shakal getting forced back once again. A series of fiends, formerly known as Pyros, holding the line up until the point whenever those siege bots get in. Siege bots begin opening up. They're about to face a wall of rockets from those arbiters. Bing Bang Bang just chilling with his commander. You know, he's not concerned. He's not concerned. Maybe he should be concerned, as it takes one more shot and he is done. And goodbye, Bing Bang Bang. As Bing Bang Bang goes boom. We're starting to see Titan assault mechs coming out on the field now, your experimental equivalents. And similarly, we've also got a Juggernaut, which is an experimental assault bot. I believe the Juggernaut is heavier than the Titan, if I'm remembering correctly. Different kind of tiers, like Megalith beats Monkey Lord. Juggernaut, I believe, beats the Titan. If that kind of damages anything to show for it, that Titan is getting an absolute punishment there.
Battle paused.
Quick little pause. We do have another run by up at top. Tiger slipping past into Glass's base. Mr. Glass's base proving to be very similar to his bones. Break very easily. Those Tigers proving to be relatively unbreakable. That is until a Titan comes up, bends him over his knees and says, "Come here, boy." But that is going to be most of Glass's base obliterated there. With the exception of, luckily he still held on to his production buildings, but without an eco to back it up. And with the vanguards on the cliff assaulting that position, it's going to be a short-lived victory there as a nice EMP lands on, I believe that was his own EMP. Got all-terrain assault mechs coming in now. Karganeth. Moving in now for CJOP. Really, this is just like all-out battle. Pretty much every front. We've got experimentals tangling in the south. We've got Tech 3 tangling up in the north. We've got this huge army of assault bots that have just decided to step down off of this cliff, move in and hit Glass's base again, as we've got a ton of Lazarus reclaim bots. Bombers going bombs away on the armored assault bots. Sorry, the can is now called the Sumo. I'll be able to take out some of those vanguards that are up on the cliff, causing Glass problems. But all that to say, in the south, these vanguards for these vanguards for. I believe this is Bugs Bunny. I believe that's his color. Too many shades of blue down here, but I believe that's Bugs. Are just amassing in huge quantities and are going to form a impenetrable wall of fire that is just going to march towards Team 2's bases, and I don't know how much Team 2 can actually do about it. Team 2 do have several vanguards of their own, but they don't have 30 of them. These bombs once again being employed. These EMP bombs taking out some of the sumos up on the ridge. These tigers tangling from both sides up here in the north. The Titans are now deployed, moving forward in Team 2. This might be their kind of last stand here, as the wall of vanguards continues moving forward. There's a ton of T1 that's being created, I guess, as a distraction from Bugs as well. Vanguards getting close into range. I think that actually is literally the purpose of the T1, because you're seeing the vanguards, I believe, are in range of these Titans, but Titan just now taking its very first hit. I love the physics. You can see these guys recoil from the hits as Madka forced to retreat with them. And that means that the vanguards are going to continue moving forward. God, there's so many of them. This poor little platoon of vanguards there from Glass is just going to get shattered. Wow. They didn't last very long. And the Titans are now getting committed here, which means the vanguards now have to move away as a volley opens up on the northernmost Titan. Takes it like a champ, keeps on smiling. Another volley off. Wow, that is an incredible sight. As I believe that was a commander that went down just there. Either that or a nuke. But Team 2 just unable to get their claws into this horde of vanguards that's bearing down on their position. And we do have another experimental up at the top. Another juggernaut moving in from CJOP. And what the hell is this? We've got a rapid artillery. I'm forgetting the name of it now, but I think it used to be called the Vulcan. It's now called the Ragnarok. And you can see what kind of damage that puppy can do. Fortunately, he's got it kind of ill-targeted right now, but that is just a continuous stream of artillery. Imagine a Scathis, but better. Imagine this, except all over. I don't think Captain America, I'm forgetting the name of the actor, is ever going to live down playing Johnny Flame. I can't remember what his name was in Fantastic Four. He was such a corny guy in that movie. I thought the movie was good, but he was pretty corny. As the vanguards continue advancing forward, and even my 2080 struggling right now with the amount of stuff that's on screen. So many different shots being fired. That is going to be it for this game, I believe. We've got another experimental up here. Juggernaut going in on Shakal's base. Bing Bing Bang's base is next on the list for that Ragnarok. And now all we've got left is, I believe this used to be, I'm liking the name of Doodliness, is the Manly Doodly. Manly Doodly, I believe, has capitulated here. But his last commander is, I believe, in this base. Yep, there he is. He's sitting here cloaked. There's just an absolutely huge amount of units come in on the screen. Jeez. That is it. Well fought game. Crazy game. Look at how many units are on the screen right now. That is absolutely nuts. How many units are on the screen right now? Wish I could count how many vanguards there are. I can count. Maybe I can't. 68. And then I think it's also shift. I think that selects, yeah, that selects all of them on the map. 91 vanguards for Bugs Bunny. That's nuts. Dude was cranking them out. Look at how many construction turrets he had, how many kennels he had. That is insane. Freaking-sane. You've got one of these bad boys rolling off the line like every 3 or 4 seconds. What? It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, great game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I had a hell of a lot of fun with this one. Let me know what you guys think about kind of my streaming ideas down in the future, or if you just like, yeah, I don't really want to see you stream ever. I see enough of you on YouTube as it is. I don't need to see you more places. Let me know as well with that down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it from me today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.